Welcome to The One Show with Ronan Keating.
And Alex Jones. Not only are we live on BBC One and iPlayer, but we are live in Liverpool.
We are indeed, and we are just an hour away from the second semi-final. Now, audiences are already arriving. It's heaving here, because tonight we'll be finding out the last 10 acts going through to the grand final of the biggest song contest on earth.
Absolutely. The excitement is building in the city, and it seems like everyone is here to celebrate Eurovision, including Sophie Ellis-Bextor, who cooked up a very public kitchen disco in town this afternoon.
Good fun. And bringing the party to our studio tonight are Tvorchi, who are hoping to bag another win for Ukraine. And we'll be chatting to our UK hopeful Mae Muller. Now, even the King and Queen are looking forward to seeing her perform. They told her that they would be watching with great interest.
Nice. Looking forward to meeting Mae and Tvorchi later. Now, we'll also be joined by a friend of mine who I'm pretty sure will be supporting Australia. Dannii Minogue will tell us why she's playing matchmaker for a groundbreaking new dating show.
A brilliant show.
Yeah.
And adding to the showbiz lineup, we'll be seeing Ryland's cameo on The Archers as we head behind the scenes. However, did they let him in there?
I don't know. First up, every Thursday, we love to give one big thank you to someone who's gone to the ends of the earth to help others. And this week, we put in a call to a Eurovision legend to help us out with a surprise.
Yes, Debbie, who lives near Blackpool, is a lifelong Eurovision fan. But before we see her amazing reaction, let's hear from her friends and family as to why she is so deserving.
Debbie deserves this one big thank you for everything she does in the local community. She helps and supports everybody.
Debbie Wilkinson from Lytham St Anne's in Lancashire has raised thousands of pounds over the last 10 years.
Debbie is known first and foremost for charity work that she's done for homeless people.
She organises events for Rise Against Hunger, which handed out 55 tonnes of food and toiletries in 2021.
She's one of these people in the community which has total respect. So if she organises an event, people will help.
Debbie's come up with countless ways to fundraise that get the whole community involved.
She's done pop-up catering events for St Patrick's Day. She did one at Christmas, which was fabulous.
We had a show at the Opera House, which was sold out. The next night we had a ball at the Winter Garden, and it was, again, sold out.
To date, Debbie has raised more than £350,000.
She looks after everybody. She's like an angel, really.
She's selfless. She thinks about everybody else but her, and that's as simple as it is.
Now, as we're celebrating Eurovision all week, when it came to making our minds up,
Very good.
who'd help us surprise Debbie, there was only one person for the job, Eurovision legend Cheryl Baker. Debbie's a huge fan of Eurovision and ABBA. So today we're at the O2, home of Mamma Mia the Party, where ABBA's music is brought to life on a taverna set with dinner and drinks. One of the biggest numbers in the show is Waterloo, the song ABBA won a Eurovision with in 1974. And to help surprise Debbie, we've asked along the star of 80s pop group Bucks Fizz, Cheryl Baker, who's also in the Eurovision Hall of Fame.
We won for Britain in 1981, so with Eurovision just around the corner, I think today's going to be very special.
Soon Debbie arrives outside with her friend Yvonne, who is secretly working for us. Debbie thinks she's won tickets to a tour of the set and that she'll be filmed for marketing purposes. But as ever, we have some surprises in store.
Now, I'm going undercover as bar staff, hence the uniform. And while Debbie's being taken on a tour by taverna boss Nikos, I'm going to be watching from a distance.
While Cheryl is pretending to be on cocktail duty, Nikos meets Debbie and Yvonne and gets the tour underway.
My name is Nikos and good evening.
As Nikos shows them around, Debbie is none the wiser
Be careful with
that people on the set are actually members of the cast and Cheryl's watching from afar. To get the surprise underway, Nikos leads Debbie to a fountain and gets ready to give the cast their cue.
If you come over here, this is the magic dolphin. If you put your hand and touch the dolphin, you can do it now, and close your eyes.
And there it is.
What is happening?
Debbie's completely taken by surprise. And she's really getting into it.
Debbie, we have one more surprise for you. We have a new waitress tonight who has made a very special cocktail just for you. You want to come with me?
Yes, please.
Come over.
Oh, yeah, I need a cocktail.
Well, that's handy, because I've got one.
Debbie clocks Cheryl straight away.
Well, let me tell you what's happening. I'm representing the One Show. You have done amazing work for charity, and we're all aware of that. So we're here to give you one big thank you! But that's not all. That's not all. So if you look over there, there's a screen, and there are a few people who want to say a few messages to you.
Hi Debbie, it's Alex here from The One Show. You've brought so much joy, hope and laughter to your community in Lytham, all while helping to raise hundreds of thousands of pounds for local charities and beyond. And we hope you've enjoyed your Eurovision-themed surprise. Thank you on behalf of everybody here at The One Show, but it's not just us.
You are so amazing. We are both very proud to call you our dear friend.
And you so deserve this amazing accolade.
You always go above and beyond. I can never thank you enough for everything you did for us all.
And from neighbouring Liverpool, 1993 Eurovision contestant Sonia had this to say.
I'm completely blown away by all the fantastic work that you do. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and keep it up.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds. You're amazing.
If we can give somebody a better life, then I'm the first person in the queue doing that. So
Oh, love your heart.
it's a privilege.
Love your
honestly.
heart, honestly. Round of applause for Debbie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I'm so shocked.
Oh, what an amazing reaction from Debbie and a great job from Cheryl too. Now, she's going to be popping up in EastEnders straight after us tonight, and we're really looking forward to seeing her and Sonia on Saturday because they're going to be on this show.
Yeah, and of course, if you know anyone like Debbie who you think needs a massive surprise, then send us their details. You never know, you may see them celebrated on The One Show soon. OK, it's time now to introduce our first guest. I go way back with her on the X Factor in Australia, and now she's playing Cupid in her latest TV show. Please welcome Dannii Minogue.
I was trying to do the cool walk, but I got excited.
Welcome, welcome. Great to see you.
Dannii, how are you? Good to see you.
Thanks
Take
for
a
having
seat.
me.
You're very welcome.
It's lovely to see you. Now then, big week. I mean, big night though for Australia. They're in the semi-finals tonight.
I know, I'm so
and it's
excited.
Voyager, isn't it, who's
Yeah.
representing Australia?
Yeah.
You've judged tons of acts on X Factor. How do you rate their chances?
I think they're doing really good. I mean, I think that I've been asking everyone what the buzz is around and, you know, getting all of the insider scoop. And look, imagine performing on a stage like that. They're so brave, they're polished, they're ready for this.
Yeah.
And it's a long way from home. So, like, when you decide to do something like this, you're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Now, you mentored Dannii in when we were on X Factor in Australia. She went on to represent Australia 2016 at the Eurovision, and she did so well. She was amazing. How did it make you feel to see her do so well like that?
Dannii is an absolute superstar.
Yeah.
Like, from the second I saw her on the first audition, I was like, she's got it. And she has this huge voice, but she loves to do a big performance. So she was made for Eurovision.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
I felt proud. You know, my girl.
Now, it's a big weekend for lots of reasons. Eurovision, but also there's a brand new television show coming our way. I am obsessed already. You play Cupid. You had a launch show last night, didn't you? Like a launch party for it last night.
Yeah, it was a big night.
Lots of people we knew were there, and some of the contestants as well. Now, this is brilliant. Tell us all about I Kissed a Boy.
Okay, it's UK's first ever gay dating show. And we're in 2023, so I can't believe I'm saying that. But here we go. It's launching on BBC Three this Sunday, and it starts with a kiss. But these guys have been matched, so we're really wanting them to find love. They're sick of swiping, they're sick of dating. So they start with a kiss, and then it's like how that physically manifests. Like you see with each first kiss, the electricity, if it's there or not from that first moment. And then they get to know each other and see if they want to stay with that person or if something happens along the course of the show. So.
Oh, it's really brilliant. Let's take a quick look.
Yeah. Probably not the right heels for this, but...
Don't worry, I've got another pair if they're no good.
Oh my gosh, it's stunning.
Hello, boys! Well, welcome to Italy and welcome to this stunning masseria. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, right?
Oh,
You're all here to find love, and you started the experience with a kiss. Come on, spill.
Once you start watching this, you cannot stop.
It's addictive.
But the thing about it is, it's not all about drama. There's a lot of heart, there's a lot of warmth in it as well. And the contestants are just lovely. They come across so well. Tell us about some of them and whether they found love.
They all come from, you know, different walks of life, and so there's a great cross section of people in the show. I can't tell you, you know,
not too much.
If anything, you know, works out in the end, you got to follow along with the show. But really interesting people like Shibomi, you'll see, is one of the first kisses that happens in episode 1. And he's from Nigeria, where he was explaining to us it's illegal to be gay. You can be killed there. He had to leave his country. He was so afraid to come out to his family, but his mother's been super, super supportive. We have Josh on the show, who's from Wales.
He's from Rhyl, isn't he?
Yes, and he's from Rhyl. Came from a Mormon family and has really struggled. So has only really entered the gay scene very, very recently. He's come out obviously before the show, but he's just still new to not covering up his body language anymore. Like that is a huge thing. So the guys talk about all these different things that they go through, what they can relate to in each other, and the big differences, and they learned a lot from each other. So I'm hoping the show sparks joy for one, entertainment, but a lot of conversation within, you know, the gay community, but also families of the gay community, friends, allies.
I think it's going to be massive. I really do. Now then, speaking of, you and your sister Kylie performed at Sydney World Pride. I love that you're in matching outfits, like when you're little.
Love that.
Love that. How much fun was that?
It was amazing. I mean, Pride and Mardi Gras, that kind of thing for us is always big. It's always been a part of our life. But this was World Pride in Sydney, so it's like having Eurovision here. It's the energy around is incredible. I'd come out of a 2-year lockdown in Melbourne. It was the world's longest lockdown. So I arrived up in Sydney and I'm like, there are people everywhere and everybody's so joyful and happy to celebrate music together. So you could feel that rush of all those people from Australia, because we're just a lot later coming out of COVID than you guys. It was a love bomb that exploded, and even my friends here have still been asking me since I arrived. They're like, how was it? Like, it's still, I just see the picture and I get all emotional.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, Dannii, it's great to see you. Thank you so much. I Kissed a Boy launches on Saturday, iPlayer, and it'll also be on BBC Three on Sunday at 9 p.m.
Now then, 2 people at the launch party for Dannii show last night. But of course, Rylan and Scott Mills, they get everywhere. They got all dressed up for a night on the town, but they're busy again tonight. They're commentating on the semi-final show, which started about half an hour. So let's hang on a minute.
What?
Sorry. What is going on? I don't know where to start with this.
Well, guys,
Rylan, you look like a Christmas tree, and Scott,
No.
No. Tell us all.
No, listen, we said to you, you challenged us, would we dress up? People have been sending their photos, so we have dressed up. I have come as Ukrainian idol, Verka, and this is my mother, Verka's mum. So yeah, we promised you and we keep our promises.
You look fantastic. I love it.
We know.
I love it. Now look, we've been sending in pictures. dressed up in the Eurovision finest to decorate your commentary box. Did you get the pictures?
Sorry, you don't normally speak, but okay, I'll give you permission. Go.
Okay, thank you. She doesn't normally speak, but I'm going to speak. So yes, thank you for all your pictures that you've sent in so far. We're adding them to our Eurovision commentary box wall, along with Eurovision legends Gemini. Look, here we've got Barry. That's Barry sent us this photo of himself dressed as Conchita. He says, just call me Barry Cheetah.
Hi, Barry Cheetah.
And then we've got Jose, who sent these pictures of his friends dressed as Buck Spears. We've got a few more coming in, but keep them coming. Send in you all dressed up for your Eurovision parties, and we'll put them on our commentary box wall.
Love it.
Oh my goodness. Right, now really, I can't take you seriously, but I'm going to try. The semi-final is less than half an hour away. Now then, it's a really important night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us why.
So you will see 16 countries perform tonight. Only 10 of them will make it through to the grand final, which you always watch on Saturday. So 6 countries will go home tonight, and here's the difference between Tuesday and tonight's show. Tonight, the UK can vote.
You can vote.
So you get your scorecard, write it down, get your snacks, get your wine or your cup of tea or whatever, and write down the ones that are your favourites, and then vote, because there's a lot of songs you will forget which country it was.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, Scott, give us the lowdown on who'll be performing tonight.
Oh, well,
it's all going on.
We've got a real bop from Austria, which in the rehearsals, the crowd have been
All we're
absolutely
going to say
loving.
is, bo, 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 bo.
Right now, that will make no sense.
That will stick in your head. Slovenia are in tonight. They're a great band. Australia, Dannii Minogue is here, and it's unusual. It's nice.
Voyager.
They are performing tonight. They're actually closing the show, so you're in for a right treat tonight.
Incredible. I can't get over this. I'll never unsee this.
I didn't think they'd go through with it. This is incredible.
Alex Jones, you know I always keep a bet.
Yeah,
Let's
you
be
really
honest.
do.
Not for TV, though.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thanks, guys. You can watch tonight's semi-final from 8 o'clock on BBC One and iPlayer.
You can. Now then, Ryland may be everywhere. Eurovision, the One Show, launch parties. But one place you won't expect to find him, and luckily he wasn't dressed like that, is on Radio 4. But tomorrow, he's making a cameo in one of the greatest radio programmes of all time, The Archers.
Yes, we joined him backstage on a trip to the recording studio in Birmingham. And with over 5 million dedicated listeners, the pressure was on.
For more than 70 years, BBC Radio 4's The Archers has been entertaining the nation. And now, for one episode only, I'm joining the cast.
I am going to be dropping into Ambridge to judge a local talent show. I'm really excited. Let's go and do it.
I'm about to join an illustrious list of famous faces who've been on the show. From Queen Camilla to Dame Judi Dench. And wait for it, Handforth Parish Council's Jackie Weaver.
I do have to remind you that you have no authority here.
I don't know how I'm going to follow Jackie Weaver. I'm just putting that out there.
The story is that I'm on my way up to Liverpool for Eurovision, and I'm stopping off in Ambridge to judge a talent show.
Oh my God, what is this? Oh, I did not expect this.
I mean, it's not like this at Radio 2. It's huge. Before we get going, I've got a burning question for Tim Bentinck, who plays David Archer. How do you stop the pages from rustling?
Turning the pages? Oh. Is there a system?
So essentially, if you keep the tension on it while you're turning it, you keep it tight, and then when you get to about there, let it go.
Top advice. Also in the scene are actors Carol Boyd, who plays Linda Snell, Martin Barras, who plays Mick Conrad, and Ben Norris, playing Ben Archer. And before I know it, we're up and running.
Thanks so much for agreeing to do this.
Oh, no worries. You know how much I love Eurovision. And then when I heard that you were here as well, I just had to get involved. Do you know what? The last time I saw Mick, we were doing the tango, weren't we? Dan, what was it?
It was Stevenage High Street.
I tell you, that was a night.
Since it debuted on the 1st of January 1951, the series has taken inspiration from the real lives of villages across the heart of England, including this one, Ink Barrow. And the locals here are pleased that The Archers is joining up with Eurovision.
It just brings everything into the now.
It keeps it relevant and it keeps it fresh and interesting. The Archers is an institution just like Eurovision.
Back at BBC Birmingham, and my guest appearance on The Archers is complete.
Thank you, team. We are done.
Hey!
Hey.
Thank you so much. It's been really lovely. I'm hoping I get the thumbs up.
He's got an extremely fluid, likeable style.
Give us a breath of fresh air because he's so spontaneous.
He's very charming, real natural, and he's a really good actor.
Next month, The Archers marks its 20,000th episode. And from what I've seen today, there's no time of it stopping anytime soon.
So long live The Archers and long live Eurovision.
Oh, good on him. Now you can listen to Ryland's cameo on The Archers tomorrow on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds.
Time now to meet the two artists that I'm pretty sure the whole of the UK will be keen to watch on Saturday night.
Yes, both trying to get their hands on this trophy. It's Ukraine's electric pop duo Tvorchi, and singing for the UK, it's Mae Muller. Welcome. How are you? You're very welcome, mate. How are you doing?
Well, hello,
gentlemen.
How are you?
Great to meet you.
Hello, hello. Hi,
show.
gentlemen. I'll blow you a kiss. We'll be here all night. Otherwise,
I know.
It's
a party up here.
Straight in with you, Mae. We'll be able to see your performance, of course, on Saturday night, but there will be a sneak peek of the performance tonight in the semi-final.
Sneak peek.
How are you feeling about everybody finally getting to see it?
I'm feeling really good. I feel like we've all worked so hard to get to this moment, so I'm really looking forward for everyone to be able to see it and enjoy it, and I'm really proud of it. So.
Yeah. So you should be.
Thanks.
Not long now. And Tvorchi, welcome. It's good to have you on the One Show, Jeffrey and Andre. Yeah. Now, is it right that it was quite a last-minute decision for you guys to write a song and enter it into the contest?
Yeah, absolutely. We're in tour in Poland, and we just decided to apply last minute. And we didn't have any songs, so we just kind of, we had only two options, so we just picked from, I guess the other one was Broken Heart or something. Yeah. So the song had the right message and the emotions we wanted to send out at the current situation. So the song just fit perfectly well, and we just went with it. We didn't expect to win the nationals as well, so
we had tickets to go back.
We had tickets back home that time. So when we realized we won the competition, we just kind of just looked at each other and were like,
we were shocked. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was the right moment, to bring out that message. I think it's inspired all the Ukrainians, and we really feel honored now to take all that responsibility and represent our country in these times.
Yeah.
Well, your selection performance was incredible.
Oh,
it was
yes.
actually
Thank you.
in a train station, which was acting as an underground bunker in Kyiv.
Yes.
How did that performance feel for you guys?
It felt like very unusual because we didn't expect we might live in this type of situation in 21st century when we will try to hide underground, like deep underground, 100 meters from missiles and from drones. So we felt a bit sad because we would make it, like normally, like we did before. But everyone who was putting the efforts to make it happen, they did an amazing job, because literally the stage was just on a small platform when people waiting for the trains, and the metro was still working. We were performing, trains were going forward and backward. It was cold because it was underground, so we stay all the time there. But when we were watching video on YouTube after the performance finished, we were impressed because you couldn't tell that it was there. So it was just very great. So we want to say thank you to everyone who was organizing it. It's like all Ukrainians are now united and putting all the efforts to make our victory.
You are so right. You definitely couldn't tell. I mean, they really pulled it off. And now here you are at the arena in Liverpool. So yesterday, we had a bit of a sneak around. I went into makeup, obviously. Honestly, amazing. I have never seen so much glittery eyeshadow. If you're looking for that, gentleman, you're in the right place. Any sort of hair you want, short hair, long hair, you'd have a field day in there.
I'd love
A field day.
And I went into the arena as the crowds were gathering. This was my reaction. This looks massive on telly, but it actually is massive in real life as well. It's amazing. It's crazy. I remember the stage in Ireland in 1997 when I hosted. The evolution of the Eurovision stage is quite an amazing thing. From then to this. It is an incredible stage.
It really is, and it's hard to explain how vast it is, isn't it? It's massive. And with that, obviously, comes responsibility, Mae. Now then, are we excited, daunted? How are you feeling at this point with sort of, 72 hours or whatever it is to go?
That is honestly insane, that is actually how long we have. I think, obviously, it's natural to have nerves, and I definitely feel them, but I think the second you're in that arena and you feel the energy of all those people, I feel like that kind of nervousness just turns into excitement and adrenaline, and I just can't wait. I feel like the support so far has been overwhelming, and so all I have to do is go out there and have fun, have the best 3 minutes of my life, and but I'm really excited, and I feel like we've worked really hard to get to this point. But
are you on vocal rest at the moment?
Well, obviously not.
Well, it's quite difficult to not speak. I can't believe how difficult it is. But yeah, I was meant to be on vocal rest. It's not really working out so well. It's not going well right now, but I'm very happy to be speaking to you, so it's all right.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can't wait to see you both perform. It's going to be brilliant. Yeah. Now then, Dannii. Glyn has been in touch. Hi, Glyn. Hi. He wants to know, will there be a new single or a duet with your sister? Or shall we talk about something else that's very exciting?
Well, the song that was written for I Kissed a Boy was written by a friend of mine, Ian Masterson, and it's called We Are the One, and we just decided, I'll throw some vocals down. This was just when I got back from World Pride, and I felt like, oh yeah, I haven't sung in ages, so I recorded it, and that's coming out June 2nd. Wow. So it has this magical feel to the music, the euphoria and the love that's in the show. So, and there'll be some remixes and stuff, because I love my remixes.
Love it.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Oh,
lovely, that's a good exclusive, that
Amazing.
is.
Mae, have you got your Harry Styles mug?
I don't. I'm really upset about it.
Mae, that's a shambles.
I left him at home. I know. I was busy packing other things, and I just forgot him.
Right.
What am I going to do?
We'll have to find your mug.
We're going to need to get it sent over here just to make sure. You can see Mae and Tvorchi in tonight's semi-final, and you get to vote on who you want to see in the grand final. Excited?
That's all for tonight. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Morning Live, Mae, you're on in the morning, 9:15, BBC One, and should be surprising a group of school children.
And I'll be back tomorrow with Rylan, when we'll be joined by Fleury's, Chris and Rosie Ramsey, and Mika will tell us how to write a Eurovision hit. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.